All right, everybody, welcome into the show, Washed Walk-Ons podcast. The third guest of the football season. We are still in the football season, and tonight we are joined by Will Ryan. I'm going to tell you a little bit about him in just a second. I know that everybody, as we do this podcast, we're going to be doing this live on the side. I'll have some chat. It's going to come out on Thursday morning. This is all as the Michigan head coach situation is going on right now. Will, I don't know if you've seen any of that coming
Oh
out.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, a
some
bit, a bit.
some crazy shit coming out. But we're not focused on that right now. Maybe we'll talk about it later. I've got Will with me to here tonight. He's going to tell you a little bit more about himself. We're going to go over his whole story, but Will is currently senior, right? Senior athlete.
Yep, senior, yeah.
Last year, man. Last
Yeah,
year.
well, I might get a fifth year. So that's
Okay,
so
we'll talk
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
We'll talk about it. He is a senior at the University of Iowa. He's on the cross country and track team
Yep, both.
because it's just running, right? That's all.
Yep.
You can run in both sports.
Grass and on, yeah, grass and track.
Not a runner myself. And Will has a unique story. I got a DM from Will it was about a month ago at this point, and with the DMs that we've gotten over the years doing the podcast, if anyone's ever DM'd you before, but it's been a while, those messages pop up, and I saw that me and Will had DM'd before on the account, and his message a month ago was about that, and he's like, "Hey, here's who I am. Here's what I'm doing. I'd love for a shout out on the pod just to bring a little awareness to this." And it turns out that when Will was in high school, you were listening to our podcast, questionable choice there as a 16-year-old, sophomore year, back in 2018, 19.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to let you tell the story, but you were in the Children's Hospital.
Correct.
Dealing with some illness or sickness, and you had us in the earbud.
Yeah.
So you're like, I used to binge you guys while it was up in the Children's Hospital. I reached out, you guys shouted me out on the podcast, and now here you are as a senior track and cross country athlete. So Will, I would love, and now Will's doing something great for the university. We have the little join the Army QR code up in the corner here, and that's going to be really important tonight I'll talk a little bit about that as we go further. But yeah, Will, introduce yourself and give me a little bit of background, fill in the gaps there on you finding us as a high schooler and all that.
Yeah, so my name's Will. I run track here, and so how I kind of stumbled upon you guys, I guess it was my sophomore year, I think we would always, or maybe my freshman year, I think I stumbled upon you guys
of high school.
I had to park out. Yeah, in like high school. So like 7 years ago now. That's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
But I'd have to park. So at Dowling, like not all freshmen get to park like in like the like close to the school. So I had to park out on a street about like half a mile away, and so I have to walk a long ways. And so I was like, I need a podcast to like try and pass the time. So I was like Hawkeye podcast because I was a big Hawkeye fan. So and somehow, some way on Apple Podcasts, so I stumbled upon you guys. I think it was like week 8 or like something like that, and I just took a listen. And I was like, "Wow, this is awesome! There's just guys having fun, just like just talking about stories and some insights into the program that I've loved since I was like born." And so it was really cool. And then so sophomore year, I got really sick during my cross-country season, and so I had a thing called mycoplasma pneumonia mucositis, and so they didn't know what I had at first when I went to blank here in the Des Moines area, and so they were like, "We don't know what you have. We can't treat you here." Like no one would come and see me because they didn't know what I had, and so they sent me over to Iowa City here, where I received great care. I mean, like just all the doctors and nurses here are just top of the top. And they had me there, and at first they thought that I might have something fatal, but then a doctor was like, no, like something with his feet is like not like that. So it was all good from there, and I was like, okay. It wasn't fatal, and so just had to
clearly
yeah still here so I just kind of had to let it run its course. But over that time, I lost about 10 to 15 pounds. And you can imagine I didn't have 10 to 15 pounds to lose at that point. I was just a skinny cross kid. And so I couldn't eat and drink for about a week while I was there. And yeah, my eyes were also messed up, so I couldn't like watch TV. And so like I think it was a Minnesota home game. I was excited to like do the wave and like watch the game, but my eyes hurt so bad like I couldn't have any light in my room, and so we had to like have my shade down during the wave and like that kind of stuff. So you know, some memories like that, you know, aren't too good, but some of the things that did brighten up my stay was like along with athletes who came and saw me, which kind of inspired what I'm doing now. We had some of the basketball players, Chauncey Golston. He came and saw me, and hockey legend B.J. Armstrong also came and saw me. So that was really, really cool. That really brightened up my stay. But kind of in between those points was, you know, a lot of time, right? And so I was like, I'm listening to like podcasts because I can't watch TV. So it was honestly it was a rotation of you guys and like the Pat McAfee show 2.0. So like before he went to YouTube.
Yeah.
It was back then, and so like I would just like binge you guys, and I'd be like, "Mom, and like I would like rewind certain points and be like, "Here, like Tyler and like Kevin and Drake are like saying this stuff," and like I thought it was like super funny.
Your mom's
You
like,
didn't really
who
get
the
it.
fuck are these
Yeah,
guys?
exactly.
Oh
She's
my
like,
God.
what am I listening to? But no,
Oh.
I loved it, and so it really helped me get through my stay. And so,
Well,
yeah,
that's crazy to hear. We appreciate that, and I, you know, 7 years ago for us too. So that was a long time. I did not remember that. We've talked to so many people. Fortunately, we've had similar stories for a lot of people where like, oh, they listen to us every time they're on the lawnmower, or on long car trips or whatever. And so we've talked to a lot of fans. And so when you reached out, I didn't recognize the name, but you said, yeah, I was listening to you guys in 19, like you shouted me out on the podcast, and I was like,
yeah.
bro. And then obviously we're going to get to what you're doing now, but you sent me everything that you kind of got going on. And I was like, dude, just come on the podcast. We'll talk about it. So, I'm super stoked to have you on here. Kevin did text. He said he's going to be a little late, but he's going to jump on.
Sweet.
But I have questions. I have a lot of questions. So you're a cross country kid.
Yeah.
And did you play anything else growing up, or were you just a runner?
So my
just a runner is so disrespectful, by the way. I'm so sorry.
No,
because I try and run a lot, and it doesn't go well. And we're gonna talk about some of your running later too, because I'm interested. Sure. But yeah.
Yeah, so I guess my first love was basketball, and so that's what I really loved. But you know, you kind of get to sophomore year, and you know, stop growing. You know, couldn't put on like I lifted with like I like took a weightlifting class my freshman sophomore year, like trying to put on weight, and like it was like I could lift more, but I just wasn't getting muscle mass, and so like I would get bullied, you know, in the paint or like stuff like that in basketball. So yeah. Yeah, so then it was just like Dowling has a really great tradition of cross country and like long distance runners, and so we basically put a D1 athlete, you know, into the NCAA basically every year. And so basically I was like, okay, if they can do it, I have like a talent for it. And so I was like, okay, I guess that makes sense. I wanted to play college sports, so that was kind of like that. It's probably the way.
Yeah. How big were you as like a freshman, sophomore at Dowling?
Probably like 5'9", 115, 120. Yeah. Oh yeah. I was little.
Man. Bro, I was 115 in 5th grade, I think.
Dang. Yeah. I wanted to have that though. Like,
I know.
Well, because I want to be like a football player, basketball player going.
Yeah. You know, I know, and I think everybody. So that's why I asked. This is like, you know, obviously you eventually come to Iowa and you're up in the Children's Hospital. You're doing the wave. You're like, not everybody is so. You know, not everybody's into football or basketball, like kind of the mainstream sports. So, and you're a runner. I'm like, maybe, I don't know, maybe he's just a runner, but he seems into football. I mean, you got brought on the field for the Michigan State game. We'll talk about that too, because this is all part of what you're doing. 115, and you still lost 15 pounds.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was basically just skin and bones. Like I was skinny, but like it was the point where like I could feel like my like the back, the like bones back there, you know, like it was like oh my gosh, this is,
I mean, that's like
insane.
15% of your body weight. at that time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Can
so
you
like I
say
like
can you
lost
say
some
again
muscle.
what you had?
Yeah, it was called mycoplasma pneumonia mucositis.
Jesus. And how many
Yeah.
times have you had to say that to people? So
Oh,
annoying, I'm sure.
well, it's got 3 names, right? So it's like, oh
Yeah.
my god, I don't
What
know.
what was the first like what symptom or like
Yeah.
you're running like what time of year did you get it? Cuz high school cross country is in the fall,
Yep. Yeah.
just like
S-
college is.
Yep.
So was it during the season? Cuz that's got to be in your lungs, right?
Yep. Yep. So like it really messed with that. So actually, that's a great question. I haven't been asked that before. So that's um it was during a cross country meet. I was gonna like kick to the finish. Like it was a 5K, right? And so like last 400 meters is like typically where you like sprint towards the end. And so like I was like going to sprint, but like I got like super lightheaded and I felt like I
Mm.
was gonna like pass out. And so that was kind of like the like first time I was like, okay, something's off. But it's just like, okay, maybe I just didn't drink enough water. But the next thing that kind of raised the like alarm bells was uh I, there was it was at the end of school and it was like a Friday or Thursday, I can't remember. But I like tried to like rip off like a piece of skin off my lip and like I did it and it's like, oh, that kind of hurt. And like my lip like puffed up like 5 times the size what it should be. And my teacher was like, "Hey, are you okay?" I'm like, "I mean, yeah, I feel fine, but wow, that looks awful." And then like I couldn't eat like okay, so that's funny you love Culver's, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
So
Will
actually,
really is a listener of the show, by the way. Before we click record, he was like
yeah,
pulling out taglines, DHT stuff, like going all the talking about Kevin's sound bits on the soundboard. Like he's yeah. So I am a big Culver's guy. I was
yeah,
off it for a little bit. We just had my wife and I just had our second child, and during her pregnancy, it was
mhm,
not the most. It didn't sound great to her. We
yeah.
the last couple weeks we've been on the Culver's grind though,
Nice,
back on the
nice.
Butterburgers.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, so actually, I got my. I always go get a double butterburger cheese, and so that's what I get every time. And I couldn't put it down. Like I physically couldn't eat it. Like it was like it
Wow,
hurt too much in my throat because there was like sores all in here. Like obviously I
wow.
didn't know at that point. So then after that, we like went to blank, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, like yeah, we don't know what you have."
So
So
over a
head over.
couple of days, basically all within like 3 to 5 days,
Yeah.
this
Uh huh.
happened, and that's when you went into the hospital.
Yep. Yep. That's
And
right.
so you go in there, and they are straight up like, "We don't know."
Yeah.
So how does that make you feel?
I guess at that point I was like, just give me painkillers, right? Just like help me stop feeling whatever this is.
Drake
And
would
so,
have liked that one. Drake would need to be here for that. He would have liked that comment. But you felt
but
like
yeah,
shit, obviously.
no, yeah, yeah, I felt awful. And so I guess that was the first thing that I asked was like, yeah, like I was like, just let me stop feeling whatever this is, and they gave me morphine, and I don't know if you've ever had morphine before, but like it straight into the bloodstream just like knocks you out like.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
It was insane.
they had you high as a kite up in there.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Um So is this one visit? Is this just like one visit to blank and you get admitted? Is it like an inpatient thing and they're just waiting around or like one like you were there for an hour? What did that look like initially?
So for blank, I think it was I think I was in the ICU.
Okay.
And then they were like, I was there for a few hours, and they're like, yeah, we might have you stay overnight. But then they tried to get like, cause like my eyes were like bright red, and so they tried to get an eye specialist to like come in and see me, and like they called basically every specialist in town, and everyone was like, yeah, we don't know what's up with this kid. Like I don't want to like I can't come in because I can't treat him. And so that's when, so like I was gonna stay the night at blank, but then they're like, oh, like no one can treat you here, so they had to send me over here to where they're more specialized with like, uh, with uh, with with pediatric care.
Same night, same day, like
Yeah. Yep.
you and your mom hop in the car and drive to Iowa City?
Yep. Well, yeah. Well, I didn't drive there. They actually put me in an ambulance actually, and so
You
it
rode an
was.
ambulance all the way to Iowa City?
Oh, yep, yep. Well, but they didn't put the lights on. And
Okay.
so like,
Wow.
it felt like the longest ambulance ride ever because like obviously I can't drink water, right? So my throat's like completely dry, And so I'm just like sitting there. I can't talk because like they have me like strapped in there like a mummy, and like I can't really move. And I'm trying to say like I swear I'm not trying to say like water, water, and like like she could not hear me. I was like, oh no. So then actually when we got to Iowa City, that's like the first thing that I like asked my mom. I was like, please water, please water. And she went to go get water, and it was ice cold. And so when it went down the hatch, it felt like daggers just like going down my throat. I was like, oh gosh. And so it was an insane like 6 hours for my mom.
Oh my God. So they've obviously got quite an operation at UI Children's, and how quickly you're sitting there, and you mentioned that they thought initially it was like something fatal, and then like
Yeah.
what's the timeline on them actually figuring it out?
Yeah, so they thought it had something, I think it was called Steven Johnson syndrome. And so don't just do yourself a favor, do not like search it up on Google.
I'm gonna look it up.
It is not cool. So they like thought I had that at first because it kind of shows the like same symptoms. But then apparently with Steven Johnson's, there's something with your feet. So like my feet should have had like a rash or calluses or something like that. But it didn't. And so like the doctor was like, yeah, it can't be that because he doesn't have the feet thing. And so it was honestly pretty quickly that like they identified that it wasn't something fatal. So I mean like props to the docs because I mean yeah.
And so then you're in, okay, so you figure out, okay, we're all good. They figure out what it is, the 3-name thing.
Yeah.
From that, how long is your stay then in the children's hospital?
Yeah, it was about a week. And so I think I was admitted on a Thursday night, I'm pretty sure. And so that's why the like Saturday game.
Okay.
But yeah, so it was about a week, and basically it was something that they were like, yeah, it's gonna get worse. And so they're like,
Wow,
yeah,
really?
yeah. So like for the next like 3 to 4 days, they're like, yeah, it's gonna get worse. We're just gonna like put you on like a ton of meds so that hopefully you like don't feel it, or like hopefully it gets better. Because what they said was that like there's no really like medical treatment for this. You basically just kind of have to like ride it out. Because like
Your
it was
body just has to
autoimmune
get
disease.
over it.
Yeah, yeah. So like it was just like ride it out. It's like it was an autoimmune disease. So they're like, just ride it out. We're gonna give you as much painkillers as we can. But then like I think they said like at the moment that you can like do like 2 laps around the like floor here, then like basically you'll be good to go. And so going from running like 50 miles a week to like, hey, if you do 2 laps from the floor, you're good. It was insane.
That's a tough yeah, that's a tough one mentally. Was that a bit of a little mental twist there? You're like, wow, I feel completely broken right now. Like this is not how things are supposed to be going.
Yeah, I mean, like at that moment, sophomore year of
Or
high
was
school,
everything
I was on
happening
varsity.
so fast? Yeah, you're just like, I'm just doing what I'm doing here.
Well, like honestly, what kind of hit me the most was that like it was my sophomore year, and it was I was on the team that would eventually win the state title. And so like I was like on that varsity team, and I was like, this is gonna be my moment. I'm gonna be the cool sophomore that like goes on the team, and like we're gonna win. And like there's like a deck at like state that you get to go up and be on, and like everyone's gonna clap for you, and like, I get to be the like cool sophomore that gets to do that. So my sophomore year, like that's the biggest thing in my life is doing
Yeah.
that. And so I feel like that was taken away from me, and like I would say like yeah, it was very painful, but I mean like that was the part that really stuck with me for the longest time, because it was like like I need to get back there,
Yeah.
like I need to get back up there and like do that. And so that was probably the most like eventually painful thing, and like that whole experience.
Because as a sophomore, as a 16-year-old, that is it. Like that's
Yep.
that's the coolest thing, right? Like there is
Yeah.
no, hopefully by now at what are you, 23, 22?
21.
You're still 21.
Yeah.
Oh, you are a young buck still.
Yeah. Thanks.
Hopefully in 5 years since then, you've had a couple, especially at the college level, like a couple cool moments where you're like, okay, standing on the deck at state, like
Yeah.
16 years old, like there are some better things in life than that, but at that
Uh-huh.
time, you don't know that. Like, there is
Mhm.
no other better opportunity. You're there for a week. You
Mhm.
get better, obviously.
Yeah.
It was a
I'm
lung
here.
it was a lung thing, though. That directly affects, like, I remember when I got COVID, I was in the middle I was 2 weeks out from a half
Mhm.
marathon.
Wow.
Um, and I, like, was sitting here at my desk and had to lay down on the floor because I couldn't breathe. And I
Yeah.
was like, "Well, this half marathon in 2 weeks is gonna go really well." So, clearly, like, something like this messes with you. What's the were you able to run at all? What was the return to, like, that season was over for you?
Yeah. So the season was over. Like I should send you the like state meet photo. My like coach, he was still nice enough to let me be on the like state team. So like it's like a team of like 14 to 15 guys that like
Okay.
like you did good. Like we'll like take you to state. You could like
Uh-huh.
stay in like a hotel and like do that fun thing. But no, I was not able to race. I was white as a ghost. Like it was insane. Because like I stayed off from school for like the next like 2 weeks. So like I still was even back in school, and so it was like so like my main thing was like I need to get back in school so that I can be on the state team, so I can go watch state and like do all
Yeah.
that. But I was trying to watch state, and like I couldn't even like run back and forth to like
Yeah.
watch the race. So like that's how messed up my like lungs and my whole system was, and
Oh
so
my god.
yeah, it
Oh,
took me a while to get back. Yeah,
brutal. And they
yeah.
went on to win state.
Yep. And so, yeah, so I was like, oh my gosh, that should be me up there, with the trophy. But
How did you guys do junior, senior year?
so that's a good question actually, because junior year we got second, and so we had won all year. We had been undefeated up until state when we lost to a really good team from Sioux City North, and like they're all great guys. But then senior year we had like lost every meet to that team up until state, and at state we beat them, and so that was,
Redemption and you got the
oh my
ship?
gosh, it was awesome. Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was awesome.
god, dude.
Yeah.
That had to feel good.
Oh my gosh, it was like, well, because it was like sophomore year, I couldn't be up on the deck, and then my junior year was like we were just a couple points away. We had been undefeated all year, and then my senior we had lost every single meet to that team up until that point. So it was, yeah, it felt like a dream come true. So like I'm still close to all those guys on that team. I mean, like what's cool about that kind of thing is that like it kind of like helps keep you together. And so
Yeah.
like there's a freshman on that team that was the like fifth guy, and so like the like fifth guy is the last scorer.
Okay.
And like I still talk to that kid all the time. He's a really great friend, and so it's like awesome to see what kind of sports can do.
I was gonna say, I don't know I wasn't a runner so your freshman year, 5'9", 115. Tyler's freshman year, 5'10", still 5'10", by the way. 5'10", 205, and I was
Oh.
I was like built to be the next great running back
Oh yeah.
For Iowa if I
Oh
grew
yeah.
3 more inches and I was half a second faster on 40. So I was like I peaked freshman year for sure. And all the listeners of this show would be like, "Well, that makes sense a lot." And so I don't know, I'm not familiar. So there's 5 you get like 5 starters basically for a race.
Yeah. So basically 7 people run on a team, and like 5 people score.
Take your 5 best.
Yeah, exactly. So what was nice about my sophomore year is that I was the like sixth guy. So I was like, I just get to run. I don't have to worry about scoring. I just get to run and like have fun. But definitely junior and senior year was like, okay, here we go.
What's the variance of scores there? Like when you're the 6th guy sophomore. Well, I guess your season was cut short.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
if you're the 6th guy, I guess it's a difference of how good the 5th guy is. But like,
Yep.
how often does the 6th guy's score get taken? Like, how often does a guy DQ, just doesn't have a bad day, bonks out or something like that?
So it's not very often that a guy gets DQ'd. I would say it depends on the team, like how close it was. I would say there was like a 20% chance that I might have scored like my sophomore year, but we had a really good team that was very senior heavy, and so
Right.
yeah, they're all very good, so they wouldn't have done that.
Kevin, welcome to the program.
Hey, sorry I'm late, boys.
No, you're good. We're just talking with Will here, much faster than us in a 5K distance. What do you think?
Okay, so here's a fun little thing. At what distance do you overtake us? Say we're in our football prime. Were you a decent sprinter back in your day too?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
So fascinating to me, by the way, the slow twitch versus fast twitch.
Yeah.
Athletes when you hear that like Noah Lyles they asked him at one point, like, when's the last time you ran a mile? He's like, dude, I haven't ran a mile in like since middle school.
Yeah.
But you ask him to go 200 or less.
Yeah.
And he can fly. That's a great question, Kev. I don't know. Did you run track events in high school? But you probably never ran the 400 or like. But you.
Yeah, I would say the lowest I got down to was the 800, so my like fastest split. So like in like the 4x8, that's like a split that you'll do.
Mm-hmm.
I ran like 156, I think.
So that's faster than me. So we're gonna have to go shorter.
So I can imagine that you're, easily sub 50s in the 400, right? Like
50s. Okay, so I would say you probably got me around like 52, 51. 52? That's probably where you get me around, because I would go out in the 800 and around 56, and so like if you just
it's that staying power, Kev. These guys got they don't fall off.
Yeah, but man, if you can go 56 twice, you should be able to go sub 51.
That's the thing, though. Some people aren't built like us, Kev.
Right.
Exactly.
So
Will here probably doesn't have a fast twitch muscle in his body. On the other hand, I don't have a slow twitch. I'm incredible, and I was reminded of that this week. By the way, my body hates me right now.
So I'm going to say back in the day, I could go sub 50, but I at that end of that 400, there was nothing left. So like you're catching me at 450.
410. Yeah, for that hypothetical, I never in my life, not even right now, I could never go sub 50. So we probably have to, as a sanctioned race, I guess maybe a 200. You and I could maybe race a 200.
All right.
It'd be a good one.
All right. Yeah. I could probably get down to around 20, probably 24 for sure. Under that, I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, that's fast. I'm just not a runner. If you want to do an agility drill and go side to side for 5
Oh
to 10
yeah.
yards.
Okay. Yeah. I cannot do that. Yeah. I'm just forward and backwards. That's all I do.
I'm great under 3 seconds.
I think your wife can attest.
Yeah. She's at least twice, right? Okay. So where were we? So top 5. So then as you're a junior, senior, are you like number 1? Are you number 2 on Dowling? What's that look like? By the way, it says you were from Waukee, by the way, which is where I live now. So the key to good living.
Nice. Yeah. So my junior and senior year, I was the second guy, and so we had this kid named Jackson Heidish. I don't know if you've had him before, but he ran sub 4 for the mile in like high school, and so he's an insane guy. He's over at Duke right now, and so he was our top guy. And so
sub 4.
Yeah.
Sub 4.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What the
dude? It's so fast.
What is going on these days? I feel like, especially in running, more so than anything, you hear about these insane high schoolers these days.
Yeah,
dude. Like Lookenhouse and
Cooper Lookenhouse,
Nauman,
Quentin Nauman. Yeah, he's insane.
And they're like the best in the country, but like there's so many guys. I mean, I'm into like the endurance. I listen to some podcasts, like and like who broke it? Steve Bannister broke the 4-minute mile back in
Roger Bannister.
Roger Bannister?
Yeah.
Roger
Bannister. Roger. You could name a kid that. I'll do that for number 3. Yeah, he broke that like 50 years ago or something like that, and then all of a sudden the next year, like 7 guys ran sub 4. He just like broke that. It's totally mental. Which I'm a total pussy when it comes to running. Good. But yeah, now there's like I don't know how many kids across the country are running sub 4 every year. Several, right?
Yeah, I mean Quentin's one. I bet we have around 4 or 5 this year.
And those are high school kids, not even like Olympians.
No.
The Olympic mile is such a fun thing to watch. Oh,
I love it. I love it.
It's arguably one of the more fun track events to watch. I enjoy it. I mean, the 100 is just like it's a blink of the eye. Like,
undefeated,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
undefeated.
No. I'm going to say like it's the 1500's way more fun to watch.
Really? You think
Really?
so?
Really?
Oh, totally, yeah.
It's I mean, when Hawker's running people down, yeah, it's pretty sick,
That was a top 5
Yeah.
Olympic moment this past Olympics.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome.
dude. It's crazy because if not everybody listening has that like probably pushed themselves to that range physically, but like as someone who has in a couple different things, just knowing what his muscles were absolutely screaming at him, and he was getting faster. It is so unbelievable. It's mind numbing to watch him run that final like 200.
Yeah.
Is that what you want? So like when guys flip on like a highlight video, it's like Tavon Austin, West Virginia. Like,
Yeah.
do you flip on Cole Hawker highlights before a race? You're like, oh fuck yeah, we're zoning in right now.
Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, he's famous for like hawking people down. He's insane. I think. Have you heard of Jakob? He's from Norway.
Oh yeah.
Ingebrigtsen?
The big tall
Yeah,
guy.
Ingebrigtsen.
Yeah.
So,
So
like-
yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah, so I like watching him a lot because because Hawker's more fast. Like I know he's not fast fish like you, Tyler, but he's a pretty fast fish guy when it comes to just like he can just flip on a dime and they drop like a 51 to like end like a 1500. I mean he's insane. But like Jakob, he's just like he like does just so much mileage, so much work, and just like squeezes you down like every 100 meters.
He runs cocky too. He'll go out.
Oh
And,
yeah.
like, dude, trust me, I go down like track rabbit holes all the time randomly.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah, my wife will come home and be like, babe. So I had this moment last year. It was last year's, right? Because didn't the Nationals just happen? Yeah, it would have just happened like a month ago or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was last year's, and I was watching Parker. Is her name Parker Valby
Yeah.
for Florida?
Parker Valby. Yeah.
And I was watching her win or whatever,
Yeah.
and my wife comes home and she's like, what'd you do today? I was like, I got some work done. And then I watched college girls cross country for about 90 minutes.
Yeah. She's insane.
I was like,
dude.
this Valby girl's incredible.
Yeah.
I watched the whole goddamn race. It's like only I would do that. So I am a little bit into the no.
Cool.
When did the I promise we're gonna get to what you're doing too. I'm just
Yeah. Eventually, yeah. I got you.
The jerseys behind you in the black and gold
Yeah.
make me want to go run a 6:14 mile right now. So when did Iowa come to the picture? Like when did the you want to go D, everybody wants to go D1. When was that dream like maybe actually starting to become a reality?
Yeah, so I guess my junior year of cross country, I got 9th at state, and like that was like like I was like, okay, like I can do this, because before that we had COVID, and so like that was back then, and so for like track we like lost track, and so it was really interesting to see how like people responded to that in this state, and so that was my first like, oh okay, like I can do this, and then during track my junior year I got 3rd in the 3200, and like that's where I was like, okay. Then I started to get some calls and tried to reach out to coaches, see like what was there, and so.
What did you happen to run in that 3200?
Oh, that was a sit and kick. So we probably went out and I think around 4:55, and we came back in like, maybe slower. I don't know. We came back in like a 4:30, and so that was like, nowadays that's not that fast. But it was probably like, I think the race is like a 9:30 race around there. I'm not sure, but yeah.
So I mean, you're running these races, right? I think a lot of people think, yeah, you just run as fast as you can for as long as you can, right? But
Yeah.
How much these days are you like, hey, I know this guy likes to go out fast. I just got to stay on his heels. When he tires out, I'll overtake him. Or are you just running your own race out there?
So yeah, I mean, there's a ton of tactics that will go into it. So I would say my junior year, it was kind of like we didn't know what the rest of the state really had, and so it was kind of like me and Jackson were just gonna kind of sit on the field, and then when it came time, we were gonna ramp it up. And so he actually got first in the race, and I got 3rd, and so that was like a really cool team moment for us. But outside of that, I'm typically the guy. I don't have a ton of fast twitch in my body. And so what I would do is I would just take it out. I would go out hard, and then it's like sink or swim. It's like who can swim with it, and so
That'd be sinking.
So you're the pace setter usually, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And so if you look up like any of like the 2022 Drake relays, 2022 full race state 3200 meters, you'll see me up front for like basically the entire race. And so just kind of trying to whittle the field down and kind of make people hurt. That's kind of what I really did in high school.
Take him in the deep end. I like it.
Yep.
I know that running is great because it's the one thing that athletically and now like in a fitness, I'm into CrossFit. And so like, it's the one thing that like even your average person who doesn't work out a lot, you can find so many people who are just better runners than me. And so it just blows my mind because it does not comprehend in my capability. Like I can't do that. I couldn't run sub 5 ever in my life if I wanted to. It is never, ever, ever going to happen. No, Kev, it's never going to happen.
You don't think if you put in 5 years of just, I'm training for 1 mile.
I think you could.
I don't
think it.
Yeah.
I would have to, I would have to lose 40 pounds and then there may be a trickle of hope at that point. But it would have to be a overhaul. I would have to live my life in the pursuit of running this one sub 5 mile. And there's a bunch of people out there who are like in their 30s and 40s. They're like, yeah, I ran in high school. I could still go bust out like probably a 5:30 and I don't run ever now. And it's just like, okay, fuck you. Like, so like even Kev, like you're not some, like endurance, like specimen of the earth, but I asked you a couple months ago, or we were talking about like whatever workout you were doing pre-triathlon. You're like, yeah, I went out and I had like 3x1 mile with 1 minute rest at 6-minute pace. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's great. My single mile PR is 6:10 and I am blacking out after 1 6:10 mile, let alone resting a minute. And I'm sure no one cares about this, but I love this shit. Like, what are some of the crazier workouts that you go out and do, Will? Like so in a couple weeks, I was watching the Iowa State, like on Track YouTube channel. I was watching their cross country workout.
Sure.
Which by the way, like, what are they doing? EPO? What's going on? How do we get EPO in Iowa State?
Oh, you don't want to get started on that either. Oh, you don't want to start. Okay.
I need some EPO.
Yeah. Well, hey, go over to some of those guys over there and they'll
just hit up Ames, Iowa, and we could get some.
Hey, that's what I hear.
Hardest college workout that you've done.
Oh, hardest?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm gonna puke when you say this. I know for
it depends on what you say is hardest. Like I would say you would probably think the hardest is like 10 miles at like 5:07. That's probably what you'd think. But like for me, that's like you just have to. I mean, it's like sub or like threshold. Right. So like
sure. Yeah, sure. Sub
so you just kind of and you just keep running.
But is that right? Is that right there for you? Is like 10 at 5:07 is like I gotta lock in mentally here. This is gonna hurt pretty bad, or
I would say there's different kinds of hurt. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah. So like it's not like, oh my gosh, like I'm not gonna be able to do this. I'm gonna like pass out. That's more so when you get to like when we do like some like fast stuff, like like some like 40-meter repeats or like 8-4-2-2 is like one of our favorite workouts that we do. And so that's where you might get close to that. But for the 10-mile steady state, that's what we do at like 5:07. It's like you just got to keep grinding. So like I'll like take carbs during it, like at like halfway, like get some carbs to keep it all flowing.
Just embrace the suck, the endurance of it.
Yeah.
The mental grind of a 50-minute workout is not. That does hurt. Yeah.
Well, but like my favorite part is like I like to think about how other people might like hurt from it, and like how like I'm like doing just fine, and like, I'm just like just keep going.
That must be nice.
Sure.
Yeah. So that's honestly what I like is like
10 miles in 51 minutes.
Yeah.
Kill myself. So stupid. What about like 400-meter repeats? Like what are you guys coming across in like
400-meter repeats? Oh, I could probably do with minute rest. Oh, I've done 20 by 400. So I did this a couple years ago. So I'd probably do it a bit faster now. I did 20 by 400 going down from like 67 down to like 59, 58 is like with like minute rest. And so like equivalent. like kind of just cutting down.
20 by 4.
Yeah.
Right around just a 63. Just pulling 63s, Kev, on a 20 by 400. I'll meet you at the track tomorrow.
63 20
Christ.
times.
Well, that's fun. That's fun for the audience. That's so stupid.
What percent? Okay. One more question. Like, what percent of your training is like sub threshold versus like heart rate max type of 90 10
like,
80 20?
Like honestly, we don't do a lot of heart rate max stuff. Well, I guess like when we get closer to racing, so like around now. So I actually just had surgery like back in June, and so like I didn't run cross country. And so like now like I'm about a month out from getting back into racing. And so now we're starting to hit some more things. Like I did 8422 last Friday. On Tuesday I did like a 5-mile tempo and then some like 300s later in the day. Just get some like speed going. And so I would say if you go by workouts, it'll probably get to around like 1 in 4 workouts will be like hard, kind of like you said, with like heart rate max. But like honestly, we don't touch that much because for me, I do like 5K, 10K stuff. And so that's kind of
so you're doing, so how much of you, what, like, I don't know if you guys call it zone 2 or what, that's like what a lot of people call it, but like how is that like what you do on a non-workout day is like just a bunch of zone 2 mileage?
Yeah. Yeah. So like today I ran like 13 miles in the morning. So yeah, at like zone.
I hate runners, dude. Long distance runners. It's so stupid.
Just casual half mile.
Yeah. So this morning half marathon, just like light,
ate some toast afterwards. It was good.
Yeah. And then
what's your weekly mileage?
So I hover between like 80 and like 100. Is like 100 or maybe a slightly over. Is kind of where I'll like hover.
My knees just broke.
Okay, how many pairs of shoes do you go through in a year?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great question. So
how great is it that I was just slipping you a new pair every 2 weeks?
Yeah. So our equipment guy Chris, he's awesome, but he always like makes sure to get me right and stuff. And so shout out him. He's a great guy. But I would say, I think 12 is probably a good estimate.
12 a year?
Yeah.
So like, you're going through a pair of shoes a month?
Yeah.
And you guys have like trainers and like racer, like.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I try to wear 2 at once. And so I try to wear like 1 every other day to like try to make them last longer. But sometimes it is what it is.
So we got a question in the chat. This is my next question too. We're obviously in Nike school. What are we wearing?
Yeah. So I like here. I don't know if I have it.
Was it the Vomeros or something?
Yeah. So
see, dude, I'm in running culture, bro. I'm in the culture, man.
So I actually wear Vomeros all the time. Oh yeah, here they are. Hold on.
I was born to be a long distance athlete.
But like I have black ones at our locker room. So like we wear Vomeros or like I love these ones. They have a new model out. Oh yeah, we actually got shoes today. Hold on.
So stupid, dude. The life of a D1 athlete, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, I miss this, Kev. When we just
like,
walk in, get a new
that we got.
Oh
wearing these pretty soon. But I like the Vomeros and then the Invincibles. And so like I like to stay between 2 shoes so that it gives my feet different like things so that I can probably help my feet like not get injured. And so
T Hink in the chat. I'm with you, T Hink. I wear the Hokies too because I need a pillow underneath my 205-pound frame. Otherwise, my meniscus screams at me after about 400.
That's pretty big, right?
That is big. Those are yeah, dude. 80 to 100 miles a week, bruh. Okay. What do you bench, bro?
Okay, yeah. So, so I swear I used to be able to bench like a lot in like high school. So like sophomore year, I took weightlifting class to try to get big, obviously. And so we would do like
Dowling Catholic has a weightlifting class.
A lot, of course. They do.
Yeah. So we would do stuff like power clean, bench, hex bar, all that kind of stuff.
What's a lot for a runner? Like 185?
A lot to bench?
Yeah.
For like 10? How
I don't know. Like what max? I don't know.
Max.
Oh, max? Okay.
What's
Well,
the
we
most
don't
you've ever put
max.
on the bar and done for a rep? You probably never do that.
Oh, I mean, it would be back in high school, sophomore year is when
Okay.
I did 135 plus 25 on each side. So, so
Yeah.
I had done
185.
185.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably
Respectable, because you weighed 120 pounds. So like,
Yeah,
That's such a runner way to say 185.
Yeah.
135 plus 25.
yeah. What do you like? I'm so curious. We're never gonna even. We will touch the topic. I promise. Will is raising money for Dance Marathon. We're gonna
Oh,
get
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
Hawks helping Hawks. He was like, I promise we're gonna get there. What is a do you guys call it cross training? Is it just weights, or like what does that look like for a runner who's doing 80 to 100 miles a week? Because let me tell you, I am on the weight side of things, and when I run, high mileage for this guy is like 25 miles a week. If I'm in like
Hey, that's really good actually. Yeah, that's really
no,
good.
it's not, but I appreciate you saying so. And when I'm running that much, like obviously the weights have to come down. Like I have like
Sure.
the body can only take so much. And so what does that look like? Are you guys touching weights once a week, or what's that? What is that?
Yeah, twice. And so we go on Tuesday and Thursday,
Okay.
typically. So Tuesdays after like our workout, and so that'll probably be like our hardest lifts is on Tuesdays, and then Thursday it's kind of later because we have a Friday workout that we usually do. And so I would say it consists of a lot of single leg stuff. So that's it because like we pretty much are never on two legs, and so
Facts.
and so that's what I love about what we do is kind of like a lot of step ups like that. I mean, we do some plyos, we do a lot of
Do you
core.
ever touch upper body?
Yeah, okay, actually. So we'll do dumbbell presses. We used to do bench back in freshman year, but we strayed away from that.
Because there is
and then we do pull ups and stuff like that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Because there's a little bit of the like, I mean, reality is at the level you guys are doing it, it's a biological math problem, right? And like,
Yeah.
The less mass you have, the less you have to carry. That's just over. I mean, you guys are running 5K. You're running 14. What do you guys run?
My PR for 5K is 14:05.
Jesus Christ.
It's
and I'm sorry I said it that way because you're Catholic.
Yeah.
So is Kevin, and I actually don't care. That's unbelievable. So you guys are running for 14 minutes, like over time under tension. 205, just that's a lot of work the body has to go through over 3 miles versus I don't know, what do you weigh now? 135, 140?
Yeah, so actually I've found better results when I've been weighing a little bit more actually.
Yeah.
So that's kind of say that. Yeah, so like I was around like 132 like a while ago, like kind of last year or so, but now I'm up to like 138, 140. And so that's and like I feel better, like I'm like more cut, all that kind of stuff.
That's a world I don't know about, brother.
Yeah.
That's 140 is unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
Do you think it's because if you have more muscle mass, you can theoretically store more glycogen?
There's got to be a balance to it, Kev. I think so, right? Like at some point you are, but I don't know. Like they probably, I don't know. They're running on something that isn't human at that level. I don't know if the glycogen matters. It does, but what does like pre-race fuel, like we've turned this into a total like let's figure out what cross country runners do. what is like what does nutrition look like on game day? Like what do you eat before a race? What does that look like?
Yeah, so I've kind of switched up my feeding a lot recently. And so that's something that I've really made an effort in, after my stress fracture. And so typically now what I'll have before like a big workout is there's this thing called Nomio. I don't know if you've heard of that, but it's kind of like it'll dilate your blood
little vasodilator.
Yeah,
huh?
exactly.
Yeah.
To your muscles. So I'll take that, and then sometimes you like I'll take bicarb as well, and so that's actually gonna buffer the
lactic acid. Yeah.
Yeah, or well, not lactic acid, but like the hydrogen ions in your muscle. Yeah, right. Yeah, and so
you guys are taking bicarb too.
Yeah.
God, they're doing it all.
Yeah, and then I'll have like a carb drink as well, and so I'll have like 60 carbs before, like an hour before, like I'll drink it up until the race, and then like if I'm doing a workout where I can have carbs, I'll have like a water bottle for me that has like 30 grams of carbs like for during the workout, so I can keep fueling.
So just shotgunning a Rain energy drink, probably not.
I mean, because on race day, I'll take caffeine as well. So yeah,
Okay.
I forgot that.
Right.
But like caffeine's also very, very good.
Just ripping a white monster right before a race and just going. Actually,
Hey.
I mean, you could just get the sugar monster if you're gonna run a 5K.
True.
Yeah, that's insane. Tell us about what you're doing.
Yeah. So I do a lot of volunteering over at the Stead Children's Hospital, and so like on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, there's always something that you can go do. So on Tuesday nights, you can go and like play games, or like play cards, like crafts with like some of the teens there, and like that's really fun. So like, there was a teen who was there for about 6 weeks, and so just being able to like talk with her and get to know her and like her family, it's really cool because I mean like I was in their position at one point in my life, like obviously to a varying degree, and so it's fun to get back in that way. And then on Wednesdays you can go and like read books to kids, and so I actually did that today with a teammate, and so it's always fun to go and do that. And like sometimes you like see a kid and you're able to like high five them, and like they'll come and like wave at the camera, because what happens is you read in the children's library and then it broadcasts like every room in the hospital, and so that's what's really cool.
No kidding.
But then so like
what are we reading to the kids these days? What are they like?
That's a good question. I like Llama Llama. That's one of my favorites.
Llama. All right, yeah. My nephew's a big
Llama red pajama.
Yeah. And so then along with that volunteering, I got nominated for an award. It was the All-State Good Works Team Award that came along with an NIL component. And so I was like, hey, I didn't want to take it all. So I was like, I want to donate a portion of it, to the Children's Hospital. And then it was like, hold on, maybe we can turn this into kind of a fundraiser of sorts. And so that's when I was actually at the Children's Hospital volunteering, and so we make crafts on Tuesdays, and so we made a wristband here. I don't know if I have it with me. Hold on, if I can grab it real quick.
You're good. I can pull up. I'm gonna pull up your.
Sure. So I actually made this wristband for the guys watching on YouTube, with a patient there, and then a patient gave this one to me, and so we actually made wristbands to kind of give out to patients. So it says Hawks Sporting Hawks on it. So that's kind of like our like mission. It's got a cool tiger hawk on it. Yeah. And so kind of what the goal is that we're going to, have it at the hospital so that, athletes can share it.
Look at you, bro. Look at you.
Oh yeah. Look at that with the tiger hawk behind it.
Dude, official. They got you all official, raising money for, and so then part of this is like raising money for Dance Marathon, right?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And so we're kind of partnering with Dance Marathon to kind of raise money for children with cancer, and then also their families. And so a lot of cool things going into the research and events that they put on. And so one of the events that I was able to attend and volunteer at was they get to rock out on a runway in like these like cool like Halloween costumes. And so the Flash, a fairy, like a princess, all that kind of stuff is like all funded through Dance Marathon. And so that's something that like is really cool that they do to try and like not only for research, but try and like give them hope, because like that's one of the biggest parts of it, is making sure that they're happy and have hope. And so we're it's basically like if you like the message, then there's a Dance Marathon page to go and support. And so we've gotten a few checks recently, so like they haven't shown up on our page yet, but we're up over I think $11,000 that we've raised, and so that's all going straight to all those families there. And so that's one of the really cool things that we've been able to do through Hawks Sporting Hawks.
Well, you're a much better person than me, because if I had an NIL opportunity, your boy would have taken 100%, and that's just the way it is. But you know what, Kev, we're Hawks, right?
We are Hawks. Yeah,
we were at one point.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
We still are.
Yeah.
we'd like to support some Hawks.
We enjoy supporting the Hawks, yeah.
So QR code up in the corner. We have a little Patreon page, Will, that people, we do, you know about it, right? Extra podcasts, extra content. Obviously, people pay a subscription fee there. 50% of those proceeds go back to our yearly donation to Stead Family Children's Hospital. So this is all going to the same place anyway. So I'm gonna lay it down right now for everybody listening, anybody watching this episode through, we'll just say through Christmas. So for the next 2 weeks, anybody who signs up to the Patreon, 100% of those proceeds, I'm gonna put right into the Hawks supporting Hawks dance marathon.
Wow.
Wow,
Tyler. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No problem. It's me gaslighting people into thinking I'm a good guy because this was going to the Children's Hospital anyway, and so I'm just putting it in a different fund that's going to go. But we will direct that straight towards you to help your cause, and bring a little bit more light to that. So anybody listening right now, again, you can, if you're watching, QR code up there to join the Army. Any of the re-ups or the new signups for the next 2 weeks is going to help Will's Hawks supporting Hawks page. And it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. I could nerd out for another 2 hours on like heart rate and zone 2. And
oh
that,
yeah.
but
My major is actually in human physiology, and so I could go with you. I could go with you.
What are we doing?
You exercise science?
Yeah.
Hey, that's
You're talking to two of them right here. So
let's go.
What classes are we taking right now? You're probably in let's see, that last semester is what was it
taking
called?
Kind of any order you want.
Well, but there was a couple. Yeah, what are you in right now?
What year? You're a sophomore right now?
He's a senior.
Senior, sorry. Biomechanics, taking biomechanics yet?
So we don't. So I'm human phys, and so exercise science is like kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like I'm taking like genetics, and exercise physiology. So like that kind of stuff. There's one other class taking. Oh yeah, and I'm taking like organic chemistry lab right now, which
didn't have to do that.
Something else.
Nope. I'm out. Good for you, man.
Thank you.
And so what is this? Are you graduating December, May? What's that look like?
So I'll graduate in May, but I'm going to walk in December actually, because graduation is the week of outdoor Big Tens.
Okay.
And so then the plan is to hopefully, I'll find out next Monday actually. So I don't know when this comes out, but on the 15th.
It'll come out tomorrow morning, so you'll be.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so next Monday is when I'll find out about dental school. And so hopefully I'll be able to get in and we'll have some conversations from there. Yeah.
Would you still have like you're at or eligibility? Do you still have some?
Yeah. So I'll still have cross country and indoor track, and so it's just like it's kind of just what do you do from there? Just kind of like will they let me push it back by a year? I think they've done it before with Hawkeye athletes like Schulte. He was a safety for the Hawkeyes, so he was and so just kind of got to have that conversation with them and kind of see what all goes down there. But hey, I'll be a Hawkeye either way, and so that's kind of how I want it to be. Hopefully.
That's exciting stuff, man. Best of luck.
Yeah,
thank you.
We it's really great what you're doing. It's and I think you are doing it along with Zach, right?
Yeah. So he's really more ingrained in dance marathon, whereas like Hawks Spring Hawks is like partnering with them. So he's like really ingrained in there, like on some type of board, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
But yeah. So we kind of talked to there's a assistant director of marketing. Her name is Kelsey. And so we went in there to kind of talk to Kelsey, like kind of on our own. And then she was like, hey, you guys should team up. And so that's kind of where we were able to do this whole thing with Dance Marathon. And so it's been cool to see what Zach's been doing. Like, he's a really cool story. He was a patient over there as well. And so go to the website and like watch his story. He's got a really cool thing, and he's a great guy. And so it's also that kind of thing where it's the whole athletic that's gonna come together and support this, and so that's what's really cool about it too, is all that.
Well, man, we appreciate you coming on, telling the story, and obliging us in the endurance conversation. Go run my. I feel great when I run I just feel good when I finish an hour run. Like if I can run for an hour and not feel horrible,
totally.
That's where I'm at. That's
Yeah.
where I'm at. If anything, if you don't support the Patreon or directly support Will's page, go for a run. Like hopefully this episode gets you to do one thing.
Yeah.
Go get a run in, right? So I'm never working out with you.
Come
not
on.
one thing. There's
How
not a
about a
single.
Murph?
We'll do a Murph. Yeah, I could do a
Yeah.
Murph. You're gonna have to go out real hot and finish really strong to beat me, in Murph, but you might be able to do it. I don't know. Yeah, good old Murph. That's it. Everybody, thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate you being here. We'll be back again on Monday. Not sure what we're gonna have Monday because I don't know. Kev, we got Army Navy game this weekend. Is that this weekend?
Oh yeah, baby.
Okay, so we're gonna recap Army Navy. That's what we're gonna do on Monday. And we'll keep shooting the shit about college football. We got some again, the Michigan coach, all that stuff is going down right now. Maybe we'll talk about that on Monday too. Trouble in where is that? Ann Arbor.
Ann Arbor.
Tough one.